What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Game of the year coming up this Sunday as the Chiefs host the Bills at Arrowhead Stadium. In the last couple of weeks, it's been working, so I'm bringing it back. If you want the Chiefs to beat the Bills, like the video. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's improve to 5-1 with a big win on Sunday. Don't be that guy that comes back next week and is like, well, I should have liked the video. Maybe the Chiefs would have won. Obviously, we think they're going to win regardless, but let's not let superstitions come into play here. Hit that like button, and let's go. Full preview coming up on today's show. Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Week 6 is here, and so is Chiefs versus Bills. Most anticipated regular season game by far for this season. We know what happened in the AFC divisional round last year, one of the best games we've ever witnessed, and I think we're going to be in for another treat this time around as you got two very evenly matched teams dueling it out here on Sunday. Now, Buffalo has certainly been the better defensive team, but the Chiefs' offense has been the best in the National Football League. And you know what I think is very disrespectful? Chiefs home underdogs. Like, are you kidding me, Vegas? What is going on here with this line? Buffalo being a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under set at 54, which, by the way, hammer the over. 27 all each? No, we're going over in this game. Kickoff 3:25 Eastern, 4:25 Eastern actually, that's a typo, 3:25 Central Time. We will be live for a watch party, so join us for that. You look at these two teams' journeys up to this point, both teams 4-1. Chiefs won their first two games, blowout win over the Cardinals, then a close win over the Chargers. You look back at it now, it's even worse. Just a weird loss to the Colts, 20-17. Shout out Matt Amendola, who can't make a kick. And then two straight wins over the Bucs, and then a wild one on Monday against the Raiders when not playing that well. Buffalo, same deal. 2 wins, a loss, 2 wins. So we'll see what happens Sunday. Something's got to give. Blowout win over the Rams, even bigger blowout over the Titans. Close loss in Miami. Tight win over the Ravens, and then a blowout against Pittsburgh, who's really, really struggling this year. Chiefs injury report today. Brian Cook still in the concussion protocol. Quite frankly, I think he's going to be out this week. Rashad Fenton dealing with the hamstring. He has not practiced this week. Hopefully Trent McDuffie gets back. We'll have to wait and see. Frank Clark dealing with an illness. He did not practice either. You know who did, though? Kicker Harrison Butker, full participant today. I think he makes his return this week, which is a big lift at a big game like this. You'd like to have your best kicker out there. Every point is probably going to count in this matchup with Buffalo. Matthew Wright has done a nice job, but nice to have Harrison Butker available on Sunday if that ends up being the case. Who you got? Buffalo, Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium, CBS, Chat Sports. Who you got? BUF for the Bills, KC for the Chiefs. Get your votes in, then we'll get to some keys to victory after this YouTube ad break. All right, key number 1, force a turnover. I'm not asking for multiple, but you got to get at least one. You're playing at home, and something that really kind of stands out to me in this matchup is while Spags' defense has been better at times this year, not great at turning the ball over, only 4 takeaways through 4 games. Got to get a takeaway, at least one in this one. Bills have given opponents opportunities. They have 9 turnovers in 5 games. It's not like they're playing just clean, crisp football. Josh Allen has thrown 4 interceptions. They have had kind of a fumbling problem as well early on this year in Buffalo. So you're going to have a chance to make a play or 2. So at least get 1. If you get 2, great. But if Buffalo comes in here and doesn't turn it over, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough game to win. There's no doubt about it. Key number 2, the better quarterback's going to win. I mean, that's how these big-time matchups typically work out anyway. Patrick Mahomes needs to outplay Josh Allen, which in the playoff games he has been able to do so. These two guys are 2 of the top, 3 or 4 candidates for MVP this year. You look at the numbers side by side here. Mahomes leads the NFL with 15 touchdowns. Allen has 14. Mahomes 2 picks, Allen 4 picks. Obviously, Allen a little bit more of a threat as a runner. Completion percentage almost the same. A little more volume overall for Allen on the passing yardage front, but both of these guys playing really, really good ball, and whoever plays better on Sunday takes care of the ball and hits enough big plays will win this game. I mean, that's just how the NFL goes. You get 2 really good teams, which quarterback's going to make the plays, which defense is going to get a turnover. I mean, that's what this stuff comes down to more often than not. So got to go out there and ball if you're Patrick Mahomes, and typically in these big games, he's able to do just that. Now pick a quarterback. Who you got? Better player right now, better player on Sunday. Type PM for Mahomes, JA for Josh Allen. Love Josh Allen, but I'm riding number 15, baby. Give me Patrick Mahomes. Type PM down in the comments if you agree. If you disagree, type JA down in the comments for Josh Allen. All right, ride the hot hand at running back. And before we talk more about this in particular, let's get to our sponsor on today's show. That, of course, is BetUS. We'll talk about the running back position here in just a second. But I mentioned Chiefs home underdogs, and here's a little betting tip for this one. After you go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, promo code Chiefs125, put down $100, they'll give you $125 for free. Little betting tip, Patrick Mahomes has never lost a game in his career when he's an underdog. I think he's like 7-0-1. I think one time there was a push or whatever the case may be. Never lost as an underdog, and they're an underdog again in this one. Bills 2.5-point favorites, over under 54. I like the over. I like the Chiefs to win. I like Chiefs money line, quite frankly. I think they win this game. Money to be had here. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code is Chiefs125. Get going with BetUS this week. All right, back to key number 3 here. Ride the hot hand at running back. I think it's been an interesting year for the Chiefs backfield as, you know, at times Clyde Edwards-Helaire has looked like this team's best back. Other times it's looked like Isaiah Pacheco. Last week, Jerick McKinnon looked like RB1. You look at the stats here, they've all had their moments, but I don't think, especially with CEH being the lead back, getting the most touches, you should just ride him even if he's struggling. If Pacheco's getting loose, utilize him. If McKinnon's running hard like he did last week, he can be the lead back. Obviously, this is going to be a rotation. That's what it's been all year. But feed whoever is rolling. You know, go heavier on someone's carries this week if that's what it's going to take to win this game. These are the type of games you want to win because you have playoff seeding implications on the line. Lot to play for when you play the Bills here on Sunday. So play the hot hand. Ride the hot hand. Don't default to your standard rotation here. Whoever's running well, that's who should get the bulk of the touches. All right, so then key number 4, go be great, Travis Kelce. Listen, what this guy is still doing, he's 33. He doesn't look like anyone close to slowing down at this point in his career. He leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns with 7 through 5 games. Second closest player is at 5. Had 4 last week alone. You can't guard this guy one-on-one. I expect the Chiefs to exploit this matchup throughout this game. If the Bills start doubling, then that frees up man coverage for Mecole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster, and all these other guys on the outside. Valdez-Scantling, who had 90 yards a week ago. He's unguardable, Travis Kelce is. He is an absolute machine. He might have 20 touchdowns this year. He's been that good. So go be great. And if you're good enough to where you're getting double, triple teams and that frees up other guys, that counts for greatness as well because teams are having to account for what this guy is doing. So there you go. Some injury updates, keys to victory for the Chiefs to knock off the Bills on Sunday. Again, home underdogs. I don't get it. I know the Bills are really good, but I think the Chiefs should be about a 2.5-point favorite. But it is what it is. Go throw money on Kansas City. Get those score predictions in right now in the comments. I'm about to unveil my score prediction here on today's show. Chiefs, Bills, who you got in this matchup? You don't need to flash that coupe. But my score prediction is Chiefs 38-35. I think it's going to be a classic. The over will be hammered in this game. Give me Kansas City to win on Sunday afternoon. We'll be live for a watch party, so subscribe and join us. And we'll see you then here on the Chiefs Report.